All right, so CBS News Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett has been fact-checking some of the claims made during last night's debate, and he's joining us now. It's always a pleasure to see you, Major. I think one of the challenges of this new format, which helped to make sure that, the candidates didn't talk over each other, was that there was not a lot of pushback when they said things that weren't entirely factual or when they didn't answer the question. So let's get down to it. When it comes to the economy, former President Trump falsely claimed last night that under President Biden, the U.S. saw the largest national deficit. Based on data from the National Treasury, we know that that's not true. Trump also made this comment.
We have never done so well. Everybody was amazed by it. Other countries were copying us.
All right. So he had talked about, we had the greatest economy in the history of the country. Can you dig a little deeper into the truth in terms of how the U.S. economy compares between the two?
Sure. Good morning, Anne Marie. Former President Trump is a great marketer, and that was one of his most repeated slogans, that the U.S. economy was the greatest that it's ever been under his administration. And that's simply not true. Now, economics comes to you in the way you feel, the way you interact with it, but there's also statistics that can help clarify what is or isn't the best economy in American history. And when you talk about gross domestic product or unemployment, on those two measurements alone, President Biden's record outdoes President Trump's, even pre-pandemic economic performance under the Trump administration. Stock market growth was better in Clinton years and Obama years than during the Trump administration years. Was it a good economy? Were people generally satisfied with it? That's true. But was it the greatest ever on those three matrices? No, it wasn't, not even close. One point of contrast for the former president, which came up a lot last night, is inflation and interest rates. And those bedevil consumers now more than during the Trump administration. But the greatest economy ever? By no stretch of the imagination is that true.
All right, another hot button topic. Immigration. Trump made the claim that Biden wants open borders last night, while Biden claimed fewer illegal crossings are happening under the current administration compared to Trump's administration. Let us play some sound.
I've changed it in a way that now you're in a situation where there are 40% fewer people coming across the border illegally. It's better than when he left office.
All right, Major, help us cut through the noise on immigration. I know, the former President Biden just implemented new policies that are having an impact right now. But can you talk to us a little bit about what's happening at the border and how it compares between the two administrations?
Sure. So we rate that with the CBS News confirmed team as partially true, and here's why. Yes, President Biden took executive action recently that changed policies on interdicting those seeking to cross the border. And there has for 1 month been a 40% reduction from the totals before that executive action was taken. That part of it is true. But of course, the numbers of border crossings were much, much higher before those executive actions. And the numbers during the Trump administration were comparatively lower because there were stricter border policies under the Trump administration. That's why we rate that assertion by President Biden as partially true.
All right, so next, there were some tense exchanges between the candidates during a discussion of our troops and military. President Biden falsely claimed that he's the only president this century that doesn't have troops dying anywhere in the world. And President Trump tried to amend the record on alleged disparaging comments that he made about U.S. military members who were captured or killed. Let's play some sound.
First of all, that was a made-up quote, suckers and losers. They made it up. It was in a third-rate magazine that's failing, like many of these magazines. He made that up.
Okay, so he was, I believe, a general that was in the administration who he later said that he reminded everyone that he fired. Okay, so Major, set the record straight for us on Trump's claim about his comments being completely fiction.
So former Chief of Staff John Kelly has said those quotes are accurate and can be attributed and should be attributed to former President Trump. Others around the administration have also echoed that reporting that appeared in the Atlantic magazine. Last night, former President Trump said he has 19 people, I don't know who they are, he didn't list them, who said he never said it. The fact is, it's published. Those who were close to the administration or in the administration, close to former President Trump at the time that this reporting surfaced, later confirmed and verified those things. So that is something that the public should take due note of. Just because a politician denies something and it's attributed on the record or verified later by those who were possible sources of that original reporting, tends to confirm it. That's where we are on that. All
right. And just one last thing before I let you go, Major. Set the record straight on who is the better golfer. I'm just joking.
I would say this, Anne-Marie.
Yes.
When the feistiest exchange of a presidential debate is about golfing, you might ask yourself, what else would you expect from two old white men who are rich?
Very good point, Major. Thank you very much.